皆さんこんにちは。前回に引き続きトレインシムワールド5をやっていくよ。前回操作説明をしたので今回からストーリーパートに入ります。
Thomas's arrival.
トーマスがウェストサマセット鉄道に到着しました。
It was a warm summer's evening on the West Somerset Railway, and Thomas the tank engine was waiting at Dunster Station. He and Sir Topham Hatt had been invited to visit the railway and were on their way to Minehead for a big welcome. "I can't wait to get to Minehead Station and meet everyone," said Thomas excitedly. "You said you had a friend that worked on this railway, didn't you, sir?" "Yes, Thomas, I have," replied Sir Topham Hatt. "Mr. Peters and I have been friends for a long time, and I'm sure you'll get to meet him once we reach Minehead. And I know he's very keen to finally meet you, especially after I told him how useful you are." "Thank you, sir," puffed Thomas proudly. "Although I do hope my branch line back on Sodor will be all right without me. I'm sure my passengers will miss their regular train rides." "I'm sure your passengers will be fine, Thomas. There's no need to worry about your branch line," chuckled Sir Topham Hatt. "I've arranged for Percy and Toby to look after it while you're away. Bertie said he'll lend a hand too." Thomas smiled, thinking about his friends back home. "Right then," he continued, "let's get going. We don't want to keep everyone waiting." And with that, Sir Topham Hatt walked down the platform and climbed aboard Annie. "Yes, sir," peeped Thomas. "Minehead, here we come."
いつの間にかレベル2になった。前回の説明でポイントがもらえたから見たい。人がたくさん、リアルだな。スロットルのボタンはどれだっけ？間違えて交代しちゃった。ガイドがないとすぐ忘れちゃうな。よし、出発進行。
"I wonder what kind of jobs I'll get to do here," wondered Thomas. "I do hope we get there soon. I can't wait to get started." "Yes, it will be nice to finally arrive," said Annie sleepily. "I don't know about you, Clara, but I'm rather looking forward to a nice long rest after our long journey here." "Yes, Annie, it'll be nice to finally rest my wheels for the night. You should get some rest too, Thomas. You don't want to be tired tomorrow, do you?" "But I'm too excited. There's going to be a party tomorrow night to welcome us to the railway, and I want to make a good impression and show everyone that I'm a really useful engine, especially as we've come all this way." "We understand," sympathized Annie. "But as Clarabelle said, you don't want to end up being tired and running late on your first day." Despite his excitement, Thomas couldn't help but be tired too. "It sounds like we're not the only ones who need to rest their wheels," laughed Clarabelle. "Well, I suppose I am a little tired," he said wearily. "And a good night's rest would be nice before we start work in the morning." The three friends continued their journey towards Minehead, and it wasn't long before they were nearing the station.
あとはまっすぐ進むだけなので加速。 前で止まっちゃった。
As Thomas's train pulled into the station, he looked around and noticed a smartly dressed man standing on the platform. He wondered if this was Sir Topham Hatt's friend, when the man stepped forward and introduced himself. Hello, and welcome to the West Somerset Railway. You must be Thomas, the famous tank engine I've heard all about. It's great to finally meet you. My name is Mr. Peters, and I must say it's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you, sir, puffed Thomas. I'm excited that we have been given the chance to come and visit your railway, and I can't wait to get started. That's what I like to hear, said Mr. Peters. Sir Topham tells me you're a very hard-working engine, so I'm looking forward to working with you and making sure that you and all our visitors have a great time at the party tomorrow night. Just then, Sir Topham Hatt walked up. He greeted his friend warmly and started telling him all about Thomas. Thomas is one of the most useful engines I know, and I'm sure he'll prove to be a credit to your railway. That's wonderful to hear, replied Mr. Peters. I'm sure that Thomas and I will get on splendidly. Mr. Peters smiled and turned to the crowd of passengers. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you all to give a warm welcome to our visitors from the island of Sodor. Sir Topham Hatt, Thomas and his loyal coaches Annie and Clarabelle. Everyone clapped and cheered, and Thomas looked on, feeling very proud. But no one noticed that a familiar diesel engine was watching them from afar.
ディーゼルだね。次回登場するみたい。今回のスコアです。速度超過したところがあるね。次回はちゃんと制限を守るか。では次回はディーゼルが登場予定のようなので、ディーゼルのチュートリアルをプレイしようかと思います。では今回は以上です。